2, 3. This is my show. I ain't got no music. Yeah. Copyright.
For Christmas. What would you want to talk about?
What in the world setting is this?
Okay.
And while you're at it, get a new nose. I'm sorry.
Okay. Bullshit opener. Try the horror story of the blonde girl.
God, he's probably gonna Hey, so did anyone?
This guy's acting performance pretty good. It's pretty good.
Sorry. Who are you?
Stall until I.
Ooh, stall. You can't. Nuh-uh. You can't do that as a service.
Dawson.
Dawson, isn't it?
You met at Kath's barbecue.
Yeah, we met at Cass Barbecue back in.
Stop posting photos, y'all. I'm all late. This episode is years old.
Yeah. Sorry. No worries, no worries.
The politics of being polite.
This girl seemed content with being ignored.
That's because she's sitting there thinking, man, I'm so glad I'm not the person this guy chose to chat up. I cannot take anything that I'm going to end up putting up to my mouth in the bathroom. Just drink, definitely food, anything. Just, it has to stay outside.
Probably means they've given up.
She always gives them the brush off
They're
because...
regular types. She's an outsider with zero in common.
Okay, that's a possible in.
It's very interesting the level of attractiveness of the actors that they use to be part of the peanut gallery there.
Okay, look, it's too public here. Ask if you can move someplace quieter where you can really talk.
What does that guy mean by bail? Well, I mean, I guess he could be just literally, if that were him, he would bail out.
Well, to changing states.
To changing states.
Oh,
Sorry.
No, she
I'm
touched
so
his knee.
sorry.
She touched his
She touched his knee. That was pretty good. This is super interesting.
and that bird.
Kooky decor.
indicating sexual adventurousness.
Indicating sexual adventurousness.
Wipe and destroy everything, okay? Everything. Now, go.
I wonder if the original idea for this episode, I mean, a woman would need a service like this, but I wonder if the original idea for this episode was, had the victim be female. My arms are crossed just like this guy's.
Communicating. Talking to me.
And John Hamm is carrying this whole thing.
Please. Proctologist? I'm never gonna get it. I'm not gonna try.
I was about to say, exactly.
I'll make some more. Bet she hates me now.
Never send back food. I never send food back.
Shadowing. Soaking up the way this particular mind works. That's why you think you're you. You are you.
That explains why she can eat before the operation.
If there's no food in the refrigerator, you're in trouble.
Incredible.
For real, you.
Incredible. What a concept, man. This is why I like science fiction. Wow. I know I'm not saying much because I am just taking this in.
6 months.
No, wait!
Holy crap. Man, this whole thing is its own concept. It's like, what if the you that you bought turned against you? I'm sure that's not the theme of the episode, though. Incredible. Incredible. Okay. You know, the the lack of closure by not finding out what happens. I mean, I guess with the other two stories, I mean, they were concluded. I guess the feeling from the first story, well, you know what? I'll wrap it all up at the end of the video.
Even put me down.
What an odd song to sing at karaoke. Who takes the trash out before you tie up the bag?
Easy for me.
Well, let's at least discuss this.
No, I've made up my mind.
Well, I haven't.
Doesn't matter.
Cut it off!
Oh man.
Cut it off, you...
It's gonna take me a little while to get my thoughts together on these stories.
Try to work out how to make amends.
This made him a bad man?
I was pretty desperate, so I just...
Oh, this makes him a bad man.
And it doesn't just block them, it blocks every image of them.
Incredible.
All right, again. Again. And again. No response. It was better than nothing. So I kept going back.
Ugh.
Just a small, stupid thing.
This is starting to get nuts.
Way to his first job interview, like Bethany Gray, a young mother who'd only recently started.
Been so long since I'd seen her, it was hard to imagine anything but that shadow in her place. The block gone?
You get to see your daughter.
I think I know what's gonna happen.
Hello, darling.
Dun, dun, dun! I knew it. I knew it. Oh my goodness. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. The odd song.
I want to see my daughter.
Now I'm starting to get angry.
I didn't say anything. I didn't tell them.
Come on, let's wrap this up. Let's wrap this up.
What did they say? What job do we do here?
Here we go.
God forgive me. God forgive me.
So you confess?
Yeah, this is some kind of interrogation.
I confess.
Months, and they're not talking. Months. Or however long they said at the beginning.
Woo!
Finally.
I knew I could do it. Boom! I told you I'd get it. All right, I'm coming out.
Yeah. Not a twist.
Joe. Caveats.
You'll be on the register.
What register?
The one for peeping Tom pervs.
All I did was help some lonely guys by providing a service.
An illegal service.
I mean, they might as well just put him in prison. Everybody's a white blob. I had a thought about that with the other guy's story about his girlfriend. I want to see who wrote this episode. I took a couple of days to think about this episode, as you can see by my wardrobe change. A couple of quick points. There's nothing like good science fiction. All storytelling, in one way or another, is about the human condition. Science fiction explores the human condition in a way no other genre can or does. Black Mirror truly is the successor to the original Twilight Zone in that it's an exploration of the human condition in the light of both actual technologies that exist and the technologies of imagination. And those imagined technologies, at least in the best episodes of the Twilight Zone or Black Mirror, they're plot devices to help us focus the exploration of our attitude towards how we relate to one another. First, we have a gentleman that apparently can't get a date. And there's a reason why actor Jon Hamm isn't playing this character, if you know what I mean. His crime is hiring a service to help him be successful in dating. This is an example of one of those imagined technologies that I mentioned before. Now, this kind of coaching does exist in our world, just without this level of technological sophistication. It seems like the reason why this is illegal in universe would be the fact that people can see the goings on without the knowledge of the man's date. But something tells me that even if they wrote that he could shut off the feed whenever he wanted to, you know, for the privacy of whoever he might meet, I think the writers were trying to say that the real crime here is that he's misrepresenting himself to the people that he meets. I've also noticed a disturbing trend in modern television entertainment when it comes to this sentiment. It seems that anyone that slights their dates or significant others or spouse in any way is deserving of not just scorn, but sometimes death. Maybe even torturous death. Does anybody else see this, or is it just me? Next is the gentleman that was with Jon Hamm in the cabin. This was a very disturbing plot thread for me because it was the first time I've ever seen an on-screen depiction on the subject of reproductive rights for men. It has little or nothing to do with the main themes of the episode, but at one point in the dialogue, you have a man who thinks he's conceived a child and is excited about it. His partner informs him that she doesn't want to carry it, which is her right, and there's nothing that the male character can do about it. It's the on-screen depiction of the legal fact that a man's reproductive rights ends at coitus. I honestly think that the crime that he commits in the story was only placed there to make him less sympathetic given what ends up happening to him at the end. I really think that in some original draft of this script, we're meant to see him as a monster just because of the stalking behavior. Perhaps a test audience didn't think his obsession over what he thought was his child wasn't reason enough for the fate written for the character. What he did do to his former girlfriend's father didn't even seem to fit the character that they had built up until then. Does anybody else agree with that? Lastly, I have to talk about the fate of Jon Hamm's character, which I believe leaves the theme and carries the disturbing subtext of the piece. I can't help but think that his fate, and to a lesser degree the fate of all of these male characters, is wish fulfillment of sorts for a certain type of person in our society. It's like someone is saying that if men treat people like these men did, they should be mentally tortured or killed or ostracized from society. And in this version of the world, exile from society is tantamount to being tortured or deleted. And whether it's a coincidence or not, I think it's very interesting that the most classically handsome character is the one who actually gets to live free, even if it is in isolation, while the other two less attractive characters are either dead or in prison. Anyway, I'm Odium. This has been Hat in the Ring. Come back for the next reaction.